not milk.
Yeah, they have it at,
Or maybe something else.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Okay, we still just have 3 of us here, so. And Bill sent an email that he's tied up with his wife for some tests, so he'll try to join us later.
Okay, well, let's not be too late. My dinner is next. They're serving now.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Hope you have a good server.
Yeah, I golfed today with my brother and my nephew, and we finished about 1:30, and we got subs and went back to my nephew's house. So all I had for supper was just I emptied out the bag of tortilla chips, and that was it. But I made kale soup the other day, so I'll have a bowl when we get off. Unless Barry's cooking something good, and I may go knock on your door.
Well, it looked good. It looks like a nice plump chicken.
Ooh, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna try to wait I mean, we can start, but we can't do any votes or anything, so.
So Gina, do you know if Harry was going to join us? Did he say he was not going to be available? I think he said he wasn't available.
Oh, okay, he didn't let us know.
I thought he said something at the last meeting. I just can't remember.
Oh, he might have. Josh, do you remember?
I don't, but Gina, just to give you a heads up, we ran into this the last time we didn't have a quorum. We can't actually discuss or talk about it.
Okay, we can't discuss either?
No,
Oh,
we were under the impression that we could, and then we went through that, and then Jennifer Burke stepped in and went over everything with us.
oh, okay.
I believe that's correct. I recently ran across that same thing, that under this current mode, you can't talk about it. It used to be that in a meeting, you could have a discussion and you couldn't vote, but you could talk about things because it was still public, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
can't start the recording until we call it quorum.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was still the way Carlton just said we could discuss, but we couldn't vote. But seems to me, now that you mentioned it, Josh, that Jennifer did say we can't discuss any. Haven't heard from Kevin or Steve, and Steve usually, let me shoot him up.
And Kevin usually gets in around 7:30.
Yeah, okay. Let me, we might have to, how does the ones that are here, at one point we met later, I think it was at 7, then we had switched it to 6 last summer. How do you feel about, I'll ask the rest too and all together, but how do you feel about going back to 7?
I actually can't discuss that.
Oh, okay. Even though we're not in a meeting yet?
If you can discuss agenda generally, but you can't really discuss committee issues.
Oh, okay.
But you can, I think we found out that you can send an email, Gina.
Okay.
I think that's one of the only things that can be discussed over email is actual,
Like agenda stuff?
yeah, just the scheduling is,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Okay. That might be a plus, because if Steve is back to work in Boston, I know he got it about 6 o'clock, so. Okay.
Quorum again, 5?
5.
Yeah, and we have 1, 2, we just have 3. I'm hoping we have quorum so we can,
A little difficult. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
let-
usually-
okay, I'm gonna shoot Steve a quick message.
I have more newspapers. I'm just gonna bring them in.
And we haven't heard from Joan for a bit.
No,
I'm gonna write to her again.
yeah, I think since before November.
Yeah, she came a couple meetings ago. She jumped on towards the end. Every once in a while, I'll scan down participants and I saw that she was on. But
No,
she came the very end.
Do we know if her health is okay?
Don't know. But I'm gonna write to her again and just reach out to her again and make sure everything's okay. Okay, I just wrote to Steve. I guess I could shoot Kevin a quick email. Yeah. Oops, that's not my email. But I know he usually is. Josh said comes in a little later.
This is the last Wednesday, right? I need my calendar.
Yep.
yes, it is.
Got a couple things. Can't believe August is almost gone. Jeez.
Oh, I know, isn't it? It's crazy. It flies anyways, but this year, I swear, every day this week, I'm like, I don't know what day it is.
Do you know,
Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
I have to get a sticker on my car.
Mm-hmm.
do you know if Jennifer Burke's going to join us?
She's not. She had her ZBA tonight.
No, I thought they didn't have quorum. Oh, well.
Oh, okay. I know the other day she
I
said,
thought that's a thought. It's not a fact.
yeah, I know, maybe it's just the night that nobody knows what day of the week it is. They're not at meetings.
I wake up every morning. What day is it? Where am I supposed to be?
Me too.
My computer's been in the shop for 2 days and I'm afraid I missed all sorts of meetings, but I found out I didn't, but panicked. Because it doesn't transfer over to my cell phone for some
Oh,
reason, and I can't figure out why they won't, what do you call it, synchronize.
yeah. I got my new Fitbit the other day and it was a little off I think Sunday was the first day I used it. But what was weird was I went out and did some errands. When I came home, I was making supper. And then I sat down, I was answering a couple of emails and cleaning up my supper stuff. And when I looked at the Fitbit sync later, I noticed that the time that I was asleep was different than that morning. It put like an hour and a half that I was making supper, moving around, not just like sitting, falling asleep in my chair, moving around, doing stuff. It said I was sleeping, which I thought was interesting.
Well, I got my computer back last Friday after 2 weeks.
Wow. Well, my problem is still not fixed because I think I have to reload Zoom or something because right now I'm seeing everybody in large screen and on the small screen, but it blinks in and out all the time. So I have to figure that one out. Sorry.
Mine was the keyboard. Half of it wasn't working. Random letter.
My wife's iPad keyboard stopped working and I needed it to control some scrolling. And I found out that it was only the problem was when I went and ordered a new keyboard for it, it came in, it wouldn't work. And I finally figured out it was the Wi-Fi wasn't properly linking.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I get to send the one I just back.
Yeah, at least it was the right language. I know somebody else that was it you, Jean? They
me.
just had your computer fixed and it was a different language keyboard.
The keyboard, it came in a box that said US keyboard. And it was a Spanish keyboard.
Mhm.
And some of the stuff that's on the Spanish keyboard, I don't need. I need more of what's on the US.
Mhm. Yep. Well, I really hope that we get a quorum because I really don't want to put the church people off a bit again. I mean, we can always do we could do another special meeting, but
We can talk about the agenda, right, Josh?
My understanding was that nothing should be discussed. If you guys want to talk about the winter. Oh, there's Harry. We just need one
I'm
more.
oh, we got Harry. Hi, Harry.
One more.
Okay,
One-
so we have Carlton, me, Harry.
Yeah.
Okay, we're waiting for a quorum. We need one more. I messengered Steve. I didn't have a messenger thing for Kevin, so I just sent him an email. It depends how much he looks at. If he's on his way home from work or something, he's probably not looking at it.
Not supposed to be.
No, but if he's on the train, he can look at it. I don't know how he gets to work. Josh, are you back to your office yet or still at home?
No, we're not going back until after January.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the insurance world is crazy busy right now.
Oh, I can imagine. Yep. I like that I get a check from my car insurance company every month. Or a refund check.
Every month?
Yep.
We just got a small one time.
That's
Yep.
what I got from mine.
I got, the first one was bigger than the next 2 months. And that probably covered a couple months. And last month and this month, I think they were like $14, $15, something like that.
Are you actually driving less?
Yeah.
Yeah, my big car, I take it out maybe once every 10 days or something.
Yeah.
Those-
Plus I used to, believe it or not, from my house to the college, I would still put on my other car like 250 miles a week because
Wow.
we'd go shopping, we'd go for rides, we'd go here, we'd go there, we'd go out to eat. But my niece's husband asked me one day how many miles I had on my car, and I think it only averaged something like 9,000 a year since I've got it. Because I'm not as apt to ride as much. I don't go out to eat as much. So it's just way cut down. So I think I fit into the senior low mileage now.
Well, my one day a week to Attleboro and back. Oh, although today I did my appointments, but days my car sits in the driveway.
Yep. What I learned back towards the start of this pandemic, I stopped at my parents' grave one afternoon. It was getting to be dusk. It was towards the start of the pandemic. And of course I got back in the car and it doesn't start. So I was going to call my brother. I was going to go to the rectory and ask Father Bill to come over and help me. And I thought, you know what? I have AAA. I'm paying for it. So I called and they came out. It was just an odd time, like to get somebody to come out and help me. I could have got Carlton. He could have walked through the woods and helped me. But so I called AAA and they started the car and they told me to, let it run for a bit. And I said, okay. So I get home, let it run. The next day I went to get in it and it didn't start. So I called Frank Dembro. We got to go. And he said, and the AAA guy told me this too. He said, people just aren't driving these days. You know, they go to the grocery store maybe once a week, every couple weeks. They're just not out and about. And they said, you got to make sure you run it. So I started just riding around and doing stuff. So I make sure if I don't go out every day, that at least every couple days, like even if I just go uptown and around.
Sounds like a weak battery.
Yeah, but it's been fine ever since, you know, both Frank and the AAA guy said, let it run for a long time, run it at least every couple days. And it's been fine. Knock on wood. I hope I just didn't jinx myself.
Gene, did you guys get the walk-in out at the Tiddicot?
Next Monday.
Next
That's
Monday.
Monday. Did you find other places to go?
Not yet.
Well,
There
we
is?
have walked different places. We walked Stanley Ironworks a couple weeks ago. And we walked up the hill up to Main Street. We walked around the grounds a couple times. We
Not-
did Carver's Pond, and this last Monday we did Auburn Street Preserve.
There is a nice walk to the Skim Milk Bridge over in West Bridgewater. It's single file and it's got a lot of roots and stuff on it. But there's,
One off of Elm Street.
yeah, it's on Elm Street. It's right after the bridge going north into West Bridgewater.
Yeah.
It's a problem, but generally the wellness company has a lot of open space, open parking spaces down towards that entrance, and you can walk down there.
Mhm.
And you can walk to the Skim Milk Bridge, and you can even go further because that pathway actually goes up and around and goes about a half mile to the east, and then it turns north and comes out up in West Bridgewater. You have to kind of go through a farm and that kind of thing. So, but a loop is a quarter mile in and I think a quarter mile back.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful, wonderful place to just sit and chat.
Mhm. The rail trail is another option I just thought of, Jean, for the group.
In West Bridgewater.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that one's about a mile.
I think so.
What do you guys like to target for mileage?
We have no mileage.
Yeah, we've
How about
usually gone
yards?
we've gone between a mile and 2 miles, except for that. We did the trails at the college too. That turned
Yeah.
into a lot more than a mile and 2 miles.
We lost Tina there.
Can you
Yeah.
get in there with the solar field that they're putting in?
Yeah, you go in a different way, and we found that. But then, a lady I know from another group that I'm in joined us, and she had a hard time. Like she had a bad hip, and we did a lot of hills and things.
Ugh.
So when she slowed down, I would stop with her. Then we kept going, and we came to a fork in the road and didn't know which way the rest of the group went. So, of course, going my sense of direction and my guess, we went, I think, a different way, but I'm not positive. I ended up having to call Jean and say, I don't know where we are. This is what's near us, and I don't know how to get to where we're going. So, Harry, what's the status of the Broad Street Styles and Hart? Can we get in to walk there?
Harry?
Harry.
Yeah, you can walk in.
Okay, we can, is it like a decent,
There's trails that have been there.
You're breaking up.
yeah, you're breaking up, but we would park probably in the Portuguese parking lot, Portuguese Holy Ghost, and walk up to go in?
Yep, that's the best way.
Okay, we'll have to try that one, maybe.
And
the
it's,
week
and
after.
it's fairly open. How far is it, Harry, from the highway down to that pond and where the high road and the low road?
The first pond I'd say is probably a 10-minute walk.
Oh, okay. That's
And
good.
it's on like a roadway because you can drive a Jeep down it.
So it's straightforward walking, but if you go too far, that southern route down to where you guys were putting reinstalling that bridge,
Yeah,
that's not bad, but after that, it gets pretty challenging in some places.
yeah, well,
Okay,
we're gonna make it go over to the town river landing.
mm-hmm.
Have to check it out, Gina.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Let me know. Well, we have a place for this week already, for
Yeah.
next Monday, so the end of this week or next week, we can take a walk.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have anything from,
I don't see anybody else on.
no,
Gina, it's almost 6:30, so I almost wonder if we should reschedule.
yeah,
By the time we
Oh.
get started, I think I'm worried we're gonna, even if we
Right.
get started in the next 10 minutes, we're already starting a half hour late.
Yeah.
okay,
Regarding resetting the agenda, we need to meet as soon as possible because I want to get this, the town council meets on the 8th and their agenda closes at noon on the Wednesday, I believe. So we meet,
so 8, that's on the
Next-
2nd? Their agenda closes the 2nd?
if that's the next Wednesday, yeah.
Okay, so I don't think we're not gonna,
And we need 48 hours to post a meeting. We don't know if everybody's available. Tuesday,
right,
they open.
Monday's the holiday,
Uh,
right?
Not this week.
Oh, no, it's the following week.
the
Okay, so,
7th.
oh, that's right, because it's late this year. Okay. I'm calling up the
Wednesday, I have
calendar here.
planning board, and that would be the day you would have to have it in anyway, so.
Right.
Unless we can get dispensation, well, with your commitment to the planning board, that kind of puts us into having to probably go next Tuesday. I don't think there's any other town meetings that, council. I don't know of any other committee meetings that night, but you never know.
One thing just to note, I'm out next week, so I won't be able to join the meeting, but I can provide any materials you guys need if you need them.
I think we have all the materials we need to address,
Mm-hmm.
but since you have control of a document right now, you'd have to transfer that to Gina or something.
Yeah, I can share with Gina or Josh, and I made some of the changes, Carlton, that you had sent over for comments by the committee. So, and I can also see, well, I think Jen's out of town, but I can see if someone else from James Goldson can come and sit in if that'd be helpful.
Okay, I had a couple of questions and comments on the letter too, and I don't know if they're similar to Carlton's, 'cause I haven't seen his, that I can just shoot you an
Yeah,
email
I guess
to.
I can send an email to the committee, or you can, Gina, if everyone can send me their comments today or tomorrow, I can
Mhm.
try and make them before I leave.
But just do it in a track change document because
Yeah.
we will
Yeah,
not.
Carlton, I know.
What I'm thinking, Gina, it should come from you because you're the president or the chair, and it should come from you. Pretty strongly worded.
Okay,
Must have gotten trapped into something with his work.
yeah, because Steve always, if he's gonna be late, he'll shoot a message, or if he's not gonna be here.
Are the four of us available next Monday or Tuesday night?
Okay, Tuesday, I'm not, because I've already committed to that, our town clerk to be at the polls that day.
Tuesday's the 1st, isn't it?
Yep,
And I think we're stuck with Monday if we want to make that meeting.
okay, so that's the 31st.
Yeah. And that's not a holiday.
No,
Okay, Josh, I know you have a slew of other meetings too.
Yeah, so I will have to find somebody else to staff your meeting.
Okay,
That's gonna be my biggest challenge right now is I don't have a ton of options, but I will see because I have a George Mitchell meeting on Monday.
mhm,
And they're doing a bunch of votes, so I can't pass it off on anybody.
Right, right. No, that one, yeah.
You know,
Is that the George Mitchell, is that something that takes some of our people away too?
I don't think I see any of you.
not that I know of.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think so either.
Well, let's try for 6:30 next Monday, and if it doesn't work, it's just so frustrated. If it doesn't work, it doesn't.
Now, Anna, can you host with Zoom?
Me?
I think we have to go through a town employee to host this.
Yeah, Josh, I'm out on vacation next week, so I won't be able to attend the meeting.
Okay.
Josh, if you can set it up, like I'm set up as a co-host to this one.
Yeah.
If you could set up the Zoom for us and put me as a co-host.
Well, I can't. So that's what I was going to see if Anna could do it. But since she can't, I can't, because if I have one meeting going, I can't have a secondary meeting going.
Is that
What
like
about,
double?
did Jennifer make the Zoom, or someone from the planning department office?
Yeah, that's what I'll do is I'll ask.
Yeah.
I'll send it
I
out to
think-
them.
Hopefully Jennifer can do it, or one of her people.
Okay, or if not, is it something that you can show me how to do? Or do I have to be a
one
town
thing is,
employee?
If you don't have a Zoom account, you can only host for 30 minutes, I believe.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
correct, 40, but
And,
Yeah.
we tend to not do 30 minutes well on this committee.
if you don't have a Zoom account, we can't connect you to record to the cloud of ours. So
Okay,
it's really difficult to post it on YouTube. So I'll definitely see if they can at least start it. I mean, worst case scenario, they can record it and you guys can take the roll call votes, and then I can go back and watch it and take the meeting minutes.
okay.
okay. And I can check with the town clerk. I don't know if she has, I don't know if she has a town account for Zoom meetings herself, but you know, let's explore as far as we can so we can get this done. We've got
What
some,
time did you guys want it for?
again,
Monday at 6:30, Josh.
Okay. I will,
Yep.
I'll put my feelers out and find somebody for you guys.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think also, Gina, if you can check with the people who weren't here today to just make sure that they can come before.
Yeah.
Josh goes
Right.
to all the effort of
Yeah.
we're finding a workaround on
Send
getting.
them out a note tonight and tell them you got a note tomorrow.
we
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
post it tomorrow. So I would suggest we go ahead and post it and we can always cancel it.
Right. Right. Now, do we want to question? We had a pretty full agenda. Do we want to keep the same agenda or hold this agenda till the end of the September meeting? And
Let's just post this agenda.
okay,
And we don't have to take up the
Yeah,
business.
you can move it to postpone everything to the September meeting in the meeting.
okay. So Josh, you have the agenda.
Yep.
So you can just post that.
Yeah.
Just change the date. And
I'll send out a request to have it posted, and then if you just want to confirm with me that 5 people can make it, then I'll find somebody for you guys.
Okay, I'm just looking down to make sure we still don't have quorum. We have me, Carlton, Harry, and Jean, just 4 of us. Okay, Barbara and Gordon, I apologize that we don't have quorum.
Yeah, we all apologize.
We
uh,
tried
Well-
for, yep, we tried
Yeah.
for you.
We tried.
We'll make
Yeah.
it. We'll get there.
Yep, let me just take a last look to see if either of the other two have answered me. But it's, as Anna said, it's getting late.
Hey, Josh, when a meeting cancels out like this, is there anything that says meeting canceled due to lack of quorum or anything that you post?
Normally, if I find out before the meeting actually cancels,
Yeah.
before the meeting actually starts or is supposed to start, then
Yeah. Well, then folks will just have to assume it ended.
Yep. Yeah, I don't see anything from Kevin or Steve back, so.
I hope everybody's okay.
Yep, I guess this is it, and everybody have a wonderful night.
Be
Okay.
safe.
Jean,
Good night.
Jean,
Bye,
go
everyone.
go eat your supper.
Yep.
Don't forget to vote.
See you Monday.
Anna, yep, Anna, oh, Anna's gone. Okay.